are back right at Temple University College of Liberal Arts, and we are here talking with an amazing young man. What's up, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Are you a student here?
I am.
Okay, how old are you?
I am 22.
Okay, great. So are you registered to vote?
I am. Yes.
Have you voted already?
I have.
Do you plan to vote in this election?
Yes, of course.
And who will you be voting for?
I am voting for Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris?
Yes.
Why Kamala?
Kamala Harris because her policies mainly benefit me.
Yeah.
And my tax bracket. Overall, I just think it's good to see colored women in office. I feel like we need a change of scenery.
Yeah.
When you think about it, in its basis, in its like generality,
Yeah.
we can't keep thinking like white men are gonna just, they're the only ones who know how to fix the world and help us and everything. I think like it always helps to have like a different perspective, and I think now is the time for that.
Thank you. What is the mood like in your neighborhood or among your friends? Are they voting for Kamala Trump, or what's the mood like?
If I'm being honest, like a lot of my friends, they're kind of at that point where it's just like my vote doesn't matter.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow, I'm seeing that. I've asked a lot of young men, and a lot of them are saying the vote doesn't matter, so they're not going to vote. What message do you have for them?
I feel like at the end of the day, like you just got to think about the people around you. Your mother, your grandmother, the neighborhoods that we grew up in. A lot of these have been a product of the men that have been, or the candidates, let me say, that have been voted for in the past. So if we continue with that same like thought, we can't really get anything done, you know.
Thank you so much. And just so you know, we are the Africology department at Temple University, right here on the 8th floor. On Wednesday at 5 to 7:30 p.m. we're having a panel discussion looking at the impact that election results have on African Americans. You're invited. Tell your friends.
5 to 7.
Renaldo McKenzie and Neoliberal around. Welcome back to another episode of the Neoliberal Around podcast. I am here on Temple campus. We are the Temple University Africology and African American Studies department. We'll be hosting a panel discussion on Wednesday from 5 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. right here at Temple University Africology department on the 8th floor, and we are going to be discussing the impact that presidential elections or U.S. elections have on the African American community. Of course, this has to be looked at within the context of what Africologists are seeking to do, helping to develop Afrocentricity, developing a consciousness of victory over oppression. And we want to know, first of all, when we talk about US elections and the impact they have or how they affect the African American community, we have to then first look at what is the problem. What are the problems, are the challenges in African American community? Now, all communities have problems, but the thing is, the African American community their problem is historical, is systematic, and therefore it requires a kind of leadership at the electoral level to bring about the kind of change, the political change. Okay, in addition to the other efforts, we're talking about academic efforts and so on and so forth, DEI efforts and so on and so forth. But we are actually at Temple University. We're going to be walking around, talking with some of the students here at Temple, letting them know asking them questions in terms of what do they believe is the impact. What impact do they believe the U.S. elections have on African American people? So we will be walking around today, and we'll be interviewing various people. So, and then we will share some of we'll share some of the responses on Wednesday when we meet for the discussion. We'll share it with those who are present and with you guys, and we will also have members from the government department, the government, other departments at Temple University. 2 members. They're going to be 2 panelists actually. Hopefully we can have 3 panelists, but there are 2 panelists who are students here at Temple University in government and politics department and the economics department, who will be talking about the impact, who will be on the panel I will moderate the discussions, and we will also include, and other persons will get a chance to share and to talk. The audience, members of the audience will get a chance to talk or to share. But let's walk around and see if we could get some comments from some of the people here at Temple University, some of the students here, about the impact that U.S. elections have on African Americans. Wait, no, we got to go back to the beginning. I was not recording. Oh my God, this is crazy and this was beautiful. We are at Temple University. This is take 3. We are talking with an amazing young man, 18 years old, just turned 18, freshman at Temple. And I asked you, sir, welcome to the Neoliberal podcast. Tomorrow is the election. Have you made up your mind who you're going to vote for?
Yes, I have.
Who are you going to be voting for?
I'm going to be voting for Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Why Kamala?
I'm going to be voting for Kamala Harris because I myself, even though I am third party and I want to vote for Jill Stein, I'm going to be voting for Kamala Harris because a lot of the results are coming back and it seems that, you know, she's going to be popular.
Yeah.
She might be able to beat Trump.
Yes,
So,
yes. That's good. What about your friends? Are your other friends going to vote? Because a lot of young men saying that at your age, they're not really interested. They don't know who to vote for. What is the mood like among your friends?
I'm not very social, but from the few friends that I have, what it seems to be is that they mostly are very unmotivated. They don't really want to vote. I mean, I don't really blame them.
Yes, they're still on the fence. And
Like a lot of my, like,
Yeah.
because I'm Muslim too, right? A lot
Yeah.
of my the Muslim people I meet, they don't want to vote either because it just seems that like it's like gun to your head.
Yeah.
Vote for one president, but actually the gun's just gonna go off.
Yeah.
Because no matter which party we vote for, it's just gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, it's
but
gonna
I
be-
would vote for Kamala because I don't like. I see some of the policy through Project 2025.
Yes. Now, just so you know, we're at Temple University. Right across the street there's the College of Liberal Studies, College of Liberal Arts, and inside of that is on the 8th floor you have the Africology department. We are having a panel discussion on Wednesday looking at how U.S. elections or the results of elections, how they impact African Americans. Okay, do you have any comment on that? How do you think elections impact African Americans? What's the impact you think?
I like the idea of African Americans in elections because when it comes like this time, like November, a lot of organizations are meeting up. A lot of political advocacy is being spread, and it's like done in a way that no other time in the year or on no other day is it usually like this, right?
Yeah.
I believe they said for like Pennsylvania, they're over here talking about like $300 million in like political ads.
Yeah.
That's insane, like $300 million.
Yes.
So the fact that it's going to like, I'm going to take a guess. A lot of it is going to African American organizations to get people to vote. I
Yeah.
think that's, you know, it's kind of special.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We are on campus, Temple University, and just remember that on the 7th, 5 to 7:30, we are going to be at the Africology department have a panel discussion talking about the impact that U.S. elections have on African Americans. Hi, I'm Renaldo McKenzie, the creator and host of the Neoliberal podcast and YouTube channel. I'm also the president and chairman of the Neoliberal Corporation and editor-in-chief at the Neoliberal Post and the Neoliberal Journals. I'm also the author of Neoliberalism, Globalization, Income Inequality, Poverty and Resistance, and I'm a professor of Caribbean thought, which will be tomorrow. I will vote in a U.S. presidential election for the first time in my life. And it's on a historical day. For the first time, a multicultural woman who identifies as African, Indian, and American will be on the ballot. It's historical, as African Americans and even women weren't allowed to vote. Today, an Asian African American woman is on the ballot. Is this what progress and opportunity looks like? Well, we must first take advantage of the opportunities without politicizing them, which requires African unity. And spurred by African consciousness and cultural groundedness and a transcended idea of the human. And for those of us who are going to be voting tomorrow, I just want to remind you, many, especially African American or black and brown people, remember the Trump era time that was defined by high levels of police brutality. Not that it never happened before, but that defined his presidency, and he missed an opportunity to help to make what's wrong right. Instead, he sided with the police and protected them. I want you to remember George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Tyree Nichols, Eddie Irizarry, who were brutally attacked and killed by the police. The police union defended and supported their attackers and killers in court. The very same police union that endorses Trump. And I want you to remember that when you are making up your mind as to whether or not you should vote and who to vote for. I'm Renaldo McKenzie. I pray that we will have an amazing day tomorrow, and that who the Lord's befit that leads us will come out the victory. What good.